Hello and welcome back to Resident Evil 2, the Let's Play with Neo Rambler. Right then, we has to carry on because poor old Sherry is in trouble. She got something put inside her stomach by her dad because Japanese reasons. Yeah, that might have been offensive to all Japanese people out there, but as Olorus pointed out in the comments and Delarus as well, yeah, because this is a Japanese game, there is some very strange themes with regards to family incest, you know, those sorts of issues that, or topics that in the West we kind of aren't very comfortable talking about it like right now. So we're going to carry on. Though the points that I raised before about, you know, if you're into incest and all that sort of stuff, or you happen to practice it, if you want to do it, it's your choice. I'm not judging you for it. I'm just saying I personally don't do it because it doesn't feel right, doesn't really seem right, and it's just not something on my agenda. But, you know, I'm just a human being like everybody else. I have different needs and wants and desires like everybody else. There you go. Anyway, now that we've gone through the door, and I forgot to mention that we didn't go through at the end of the last video, and now that we have gone through it in this video, we're out here, which is kind of cool. You want to go back here though, because there's usually some ammo back here that's hidden away. In the original mode it's pistol rounds, but on randomizer it's grenade rounds. 28 of them. Not that we need them. I'm not joking, I've never had this many grenade rounds on randomizer. I've said this like in the last few videos, but I'm saying it again, 205 grenade rounds, just, I don't know. It's not worth commenting on anymore. It's just now become a fact of this game and this Let's Play, you know. It's just yeah. Anyway, now that I can get my train of thought back on track, speaking of track actually, and a train, we're right next to a train, or some sort of train engine thing, on a track. How about that? And also, if you look up, there's a moon! We're back outside, ladies and gentlemen, away from that horrible smelly sewer of spiders. Isn't that lovely? So, what you can do is there is a factory map. I would really personally suggest just completely ignoring it. It's quite possibly the most pointless map in the game, because if we have a quick look at it, you will find that it only has 2 areas and that's it. Seriously, this is the shortest or smallest area in the game. Or one of them anyway. Sherry, come on, stop going for a pee. I know, again, you are in a medical emergency situation. I appreciate that, but going for a pee isn't going to help you. I promise you that. You've had quite a few recently. You know, I'm not saying that you're not scared, and when people are scared or if the adrenaline's running high, sometimes you just need to go for a pee. I get that, but just not now. Sherry, not now. Hold it in. Right, anyway, now that we've taken care of Sherry's bathroom habits, there is a control panel here, which is a device for the turntable. I should have commented that this orange engine train thing, or yellow, goldy, brown, whatever colour you happen to choose it to be in your eyes and brain interpretation, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Yeah, there's a train thing on a turntable. You can tell from this sort of black line that's underneath Claire's feet that goes round in a circle. That's what a turntable is, ladies and gentlemen, or at least part of one anyway. We need to activate the control panel to activate the turntable in order to, I assume, get this train moving. So, let's do that. The first thing you want to do is actually enter the train itself. It's a good idea, I think. Okay. Now then, it's a very small area. Pretty straightforward. There are some, I believe, some ammo here. Yep. Oh, it's a green herb this time. Well, that's a bit different from what we've usually had. However, we're going to have to take it. Oh, that's good herb. Because, well, we need the inventory slots. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, actually. I have actually altered our inventory. You've already seen it, but I'm going to comment on it now. I have my grenade launcher, my acid rounds, my flame rounds, and a load of health. No particular reason, just thought I'd take it with me, you know. I mean, you never know. I mean, we've got it in our inventory. Might as well not let it go to waste. It's not like there's going to be some sort of horrific creature that we've got to fight in a bit. Oh, no, don't be silly. Anyway, the C panel key. Will you take it? Yes, I will. It's just in the back of this train. Now, all you have to do is go back outside. to put it in the control panel. Because that's what it is, control panel key. It's convenient that it's actually on the train and not somewhere else, like maybe in the factory facility that we just left. Because that would be quite annoying then. We'd have to rummage through all that sewage, fight more alligators. I can't be arsed. Anyway, let's use it. Will you push the activation switch? Yes. I mean, no. No, I won't. I'm just going to stand here and me and Sherry are just going to wait this out. Probably have a pint. Oh, I'm bored now. Okay, so I just couldn't think of anything witty or funny, like I usually can't. So yes, you want to push the activation switch. Which then makes some sort of weird air horn effect. I don't know why, but whatevers. And then cutscene takes over and we automatically go into the train. Good times. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, it must be the turntable active. Wait a minute. Oh my god, what's going on? Wait, that's not a turntable. Turntables are supposed to, like, turn, not go down into the ground.
Claire, my stomach hurts.
It's because you keep peeing all the time, Sherry. Oh dear.
Hang in there, Sherry.
It's not looking good.
It's burning up. I've got to hurry before the embryos pupate.
Oh god. Poor girl. Oh no. What the hell? Alright. Let's go see what it is. Security panel. In case of an emergency, the red light will turn on and access from outside will be prohibited for a limited time. Because why not? That's a great security system, isn't it? I guess maybe if it detects some sort of threat outside, it just locks you in the train to try and prevent whatever is out there from going in or coming in or whatever method of entering and exiting you wish to take. In this case, entering. But we've exited. What the... Oh! Hello. You sound very, very well. And you're looking fabulous. Oh! You've changed into... Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of interesting. Oh, goody. Yep, it's a boss. It's a boss. Oh, balls. I'm going to be honest with you now, this is where manual aim really is not a good idea. Oh. Ow. Ow. Bad times. Bad touch. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, what are we on? Yellow caution. Bad times. Right, okay. This is the one time where grenade rounds are not really that effective, I'm going to be honest with you. You want to chuck some acid rounds in there, get a bit of range. Probably not that range, a bit more maybe. Ow. Take some health. Oh, we're in danger. Bad times. You want to be very careful during this boss fight because he can do a lot of damage to you. Come on. Oh, he's been hurt. Ow. Ow. No! Ow. What am I on? I'm still on fine. Apparently getting scratched a few times is okay. Ooh, he's injured. He's injured. He's injured. Ow. Oh, have we got him? I think we got him. I'm not sure. Oh, he's down. Oh, he's down. Look at that. Oh, he is down. Whew. Whew. Yeah, you really want to use your acid rounds on this one. Grenade rounds, they still do a bit of damage, but acid rounds, I believe, tend to get there quicker. Yeah, that was William Birkin. Looks a little different from last time, doesn't he? Yeah. Then he changed as well while he was up there. Just thought, you know, considering, you know, he looked a bit bigger and a bit messy and torn up, he was like, yeah, that's not good enough. I gotta, like, grow a hawk-like head thing, make my arm bigger, make my claws bigger, my face is, well, my actual face has fallen into my chest. You know, he's still got his jeans on, I suppose. I mean, that's something. I suppose at least he's being conservative and coveting his private areas. Or covering, I should say, not coveting. Yeah, so I covered my private areas with my jeans. Oh, it's so comfortable. But there you go. He's dealt with, so... Phew! I guess we've stopped going down.
Sherry.
Claire, what are you doing? Oh, you're taking her away. Okay. I would like to know where we are. Music's not really helping. Music implies we're in a really bad place. Yeah, it doesn't look very good. Oh well, we'll just enter this room. Completely out of my control. Or cutscene led. Because apparently Claire knows what she's doing. Oh! Oh, Claire, you've taken off your jacket.
Oh, you're finally awake. Isn't this... That's okay. You keep it. I'm sure it'll keep you safe.
Can't argue with that. It's kept us safe,
Claire.
relatively.
Even though I'm an only child, neither of my parents ever spent much time with me because of their work.
Douchebags.
I grew up alone.
But your mother
But
seems to want to care
Now
for you.
that you're with me, I finally have someone to rely upon.
Oh, don't say that. I don't know how to deal with embryonic impregnated girls
Sherry,
by a virus creature.
rest here for a bit. I'll be right back, as soon as I found the antidote for you.
If there is one. Oh, Jesus. Okay then, right, so... At least Sherry's safe for now, I guess. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to have a quick look around here, because there are some supplies we can grab. There's a green herb here, which is kind of useful. I think there's usually a first aid spray there. Some bowgun bolts in the locker. 6 of them. Thanks, game. Really need those 6 bowgun bolts. There's some acid rounds there. I don't know how many, though. Probably 6. Yep, 6 of those there. Okay. Security manuals. Not really useful right now. There's some more ink ribbon. We don't really need that. And that's about it. Right, okay then. So what we'll do then is we'll drop off our bowgun bolts because we don't need those. Before we do anything with the old health, we'll take the green herb. Yeah, we're on fine. I think that's all we're going to need really. So I'll put one of the herbs away. Save it for later. I am going to put the acid rounds away because we might need them later, but not now. We'll take the flame rounds with us, they might be useful. And we'll keep our weapon box key on us because that is going to come in use very shortly. Alright then, well, I guess we might as well explore where we are now. I mean, we can't do anything with Sherry, she's hopefully safe there. Where the hell are we? Dunno. I'll tell you something, the music in this area is malicious as hell. An elevator. Pressing the button has no effect. It hasn't been used for a long time. How do you know that? Well, no, obviously it's not working. That's fair enough, but... oh, whatever's. Well, guess we'll go down here then through this door then. God knows where we are. Look how deep it still goes. I mean, I thought we were pretty much deep enough as it was. I mean, we must have descended at least a mile or 2 underground, and then if you look down below under this bridge thing we're on, it just keeps going. Bloody hell. What's this? What's this claw thing in the middle? A huge breaker system that regulates all the power in the lab. What? We're in a lab? The main fuse has been removed and the power is not active in some areas. Oh God, we're in a lab. Oh. Yeah, we're in the secret underground umbrella lab that's been mentioned in a lot of the files. Because why not? Why not? That's a sensible place to go to when you're trying to escape a zombie apocalyptic scenario. The place where it all started. Yep, good times. Good times not. Right. Okay then. Where do we go? Well, the first thing you want to do is obviously go down the corridor that we just went down that's lit in blue, and you want to go around this corner and into this doorway that looks like it's got a lot of ice on it. Why? Well, we'll show you. I don't know why it's got ice on it, but what we need is in here. There's also a green herb here. Usually there's a first aid spray, that much I know. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, right. Oh, that looks like there's something over here. Will you take the fuse case? Oh, brilliant. We've got a fuse case. But we need a fuse. Well, if you come over here, a control box used for super low temperature experiments. I could set the superconductor fuse here if I had a fuse case. Well, luckily we do. So if you use it, this little cutscene takes away. Takes away? This little cutscene happens. Or takes over. I don't know, I can't speak today. But anyway, yep, basically this is a robot arm, and for some reason it has the fuse, which then needs to go into a fuse case, because I don't know why it couldn't be kept together like most fuses are, as in they're usually one thing, they don't need building, but I guess maybe it's a special type of fuse. Either way, we've now got our main fuse. Thank you very much, mysterious robot arm covered in ice, you have been most helpful. How Claire knew to use that for that, I don't know, but whatever. Maybe there was some sort of instructions on the control panel or something. Yes. Anyway, now that we've got our main fuse, we can go back to the ting. The claw thing in the middle. Maybe we can put it in there, and maybe we can get some power. Let's hope, eh? Right, okay, so let's see what happens. It's gone in. The claw thing is closed. And it looks a little lighter. Hooray! Wunderbar! Right, okay then, so we are to go, basically, or we are on the go. We've got the power back. Right then, as soon as you've done that, you want to go down this red area here. We'll go through this door. We'll do some exploring. Now we've got the lab working again. So I'm sure there's nothing evil down here at all. I'm sure everything is perfectly fine. Legitimate, you know. All good and all that. I'm sure it's fine. Oh. Hello. Can we say hi to it? Oh god, it tries to whip us. Well, that's bad. It's a researcher. It looks like he poured oil all over the place. Oh, I see. Oh, good for him. User registration. Temporary user registration for the culture experiment room. Username Nemesis. Password none. Valid for 24 hours. Okay, I'll take it, I guess. Laboratory security manual. Laboratory security manual. Security measures in case of an emergency. In the instance of an uncontainable biohazard breakout, or biohazardous breakout, all security measures will be directed towards the underground transport facility. In the instance that any abnormalities are detected among cargo in transit, all materials will automatically be transported from the loading zone to the designated high-speed train, at which point all materials will be isolated and disposed of immediately. In the instance of a Class 1 emergency, the entire train will be purged and disposed of without delay. That's nice. Means if you get on that train, you're kind of dead. In the instance that the lab itself becomes contaminated, the northernmost route currently used to transport materials to and from the facility will be designated as the emergency escape route. This route will secure passage to the relay point outside the city limits. Ah, that sounds good, because we need to leave the city because it's full of zombies. I wonder if we can make use of this. Disclosure about any information regarding research conducted here or the existence of this facility is strictly prohibited. Since it is a top priority to keep all research classified, escape access may be denied under certain extenuating circumstances. Good times. Now, if you interact with this screen that's flashing in front of Claire with a green light underneath it, it's actually a console. And it says, anti-BOW gas sprinkler, will you turn on the switch? Now, you don't actually have to do this. This is entirely optional. However, I would suggest that you do, for reasons I will explain later. And that's it. So basically the room goes slightly green, and that's about it. There's also some bogan bolts or something in these lockers, which you want. However, I have, of course, forgotten a key item we did need with us, because I'm completely and utterly useless. And that is, we need... well, that is the lighter, essentially. Now, why do we need the lighter? Well, that plant thing that's doing the squirmy thing in the vent, we kind of need to get rid of it, because we kind of need to go through that vent it's blocking up. How do we do it? Well, as Claire pointed out earlier with the dead body on the ground, there's some oil spilt on the floor. In this game, if you put a lighter next to this oil, it goes up in flames. And it will burn the plants. Not that oil in real life usually does that, because oil's a bit too thick for a flame to actually cause it to ignite. I suppose it depends on the type of oil, so I guess in this case it is a sort of petroleum type oil maybe, you know, a thin one. I don't know. My chemistry is not as good as it used to be, so don't quote me on that. Whoa! Hello! Where'd you come from? Blimey! Naked zombies! Well, I've seen it all, folks. And that, look at that butt. Look at that butt. That butt is one nice butt. That is a nice butt. I think Claire might be jealous of that. Look at that butt. Look at it. That's a cute butt if I ever saw one. Claire, I'm afraid your cute butt is under attack from these cute butts right here. Look at it. It's insane. Oh dear, I don't think Claire was very happy about that. Yeah, naked zombies, folks. Naked zombies. Don't ask. Don't ask me why. I blame the Japanese. Anyway, luckily the naked zombies have not entered into this room to feast on Sherry. I don't know where they came from, but there you go. They were there. So, with that out of the way, we're going to swap our bogan bolts for the lighter, because we kind of need it. And then we're going to go back to the room with the vent with the plant sticking out of it, because, you know, we've got to get rid of it, yos. Right, okay, well, all the naked zombie corpses have disappeared with their beautiful butts, so that's a good thing. Claire is now no longer jealous, and she's now secure that she has the most beautiful butt. Because that's important, you see, towards Claire's stability. If she does not have a beautiful butt, or she does not have even the most beautiful butt in the room, she gets out her grenade launcher. She releases hell. Anyway, moving on. Let's carry on. Don't ask me why I'm acting so weird today, I really don't know. I didn't get much sleep last night. I think I'm very tired. Also had rather big tea as well, which, well, it was very tasty. Probably not really what I needed. It was a big, giant vegetable pizza. It was delicious, but unfortunately, you know, if you eat something that's big or you eat too much in a meal, then what happens is most of the blood in your body sort of centers into the digestive system area, you know, the stomach and the intestines, to try and take advantage of all the food you've eaten, and therefore your extremities and your brain area doesn't have as much blood as it usually does in terms of the old blood flow and all that, so it makes you a bit dopey and a bit silly. So I apologise if I am not making as much sense as I usually do. Not that I do anyway, but there you go. There are some blue herbs here. We might have to make use of those later, just so you know. Right, I was just checking for more items. God damn it, you stupid... You're gonna get it. Burn it, Claire. Burn the oil and burn it. Because somehow that fire... Yep, there we go. Spontaneous combustion. And the sprinkler as well. Well, there you go. That takes care of that. And then the fire suddenly instantly reappears, and then it fizzles out into nothing, because that's how fire works when you put water on it. Yeah. I didn't know if the oil was, like, you know, spilled, not just on the floor, but along the wall as well, or at least in the wall in front of us. I guess it was, otherwise the fire wouldn't have travelled up and hit the plant. But there you go. Anyway, now that we've done that, we can actually now climb through the vents, through the dead plant. I mean, not that you'd want to, it's a bit of a silly thing to do, but better than the live one. Now, you want to be very, very careful in here, because as you can hear, there are lickers. Yay! Except these lickers are slightly different. They're black lickers. Are they evil, evil, bad lickers? More evil and bad than the other ones? Not really. Nah, they're pretty easy to kill. If you activate the BOW gas, what happens is all the lickers in this facility, because yes, there's more than these two, they are a bit weaker and therefore easier to deal with. However, there is a side effect to that. We'll get onto that later. Although I've got to be honest with you, actually, I don't really notice any difference when I use the BOW gas on the lickers. But apparently they are easier to kill if you use the BOW gas. Like I said, you don't have to. You don't have to turn it on. I recommend that you do. But whatever. Anyway, we've got ourselves some grenade rounds. 7, which is a more reasonable number. Some pistol rounds. I don't really see the point in taking them. We're not going to bother because we're not using the handgun, so why bother? Now I've got 200 grenade rounds again. Always good, I suppose. Okay, right, so I guess we can leave then. Well, you've unlocked it. Yeah, I think this area was entirely optional. You don't actually have to come in here if you don't want to, that whole vent thing. So I completely lied when I said we had to do it. We don't actually have to do it. It's worth doing it though, you get some extra goodies and stuff. Anyway, right, what we want to do is... I'm actually going to change grenade rounds here. Again, not because of anything going to happen or anything, no. Just a shutter switch, you know, will you push it? It's one of those ones where if you don't have flame rounds in your grenade launcher, it doesn't work. I don't know, something in the contract or print or whatever of the game. Also, there are these things behind it. Yay! These are plant zombie things. I don't know what the real name for them is, but yeah, they're not pleasant. And they also spray acid at you. Now, if you've activated the BOW gas to weaken the lickers, what happens is these plant zombies, there's not many of them, but the ones you encounter, they now have the ability to poison you. If you don't activate the BOW gas, they can't poison you, and they're weaker themselves. So yeah, that's the trade-off to the BOW gas. It makes the lickers weaker, but it gives these plant zombies poison ability. However, it's nothing to fret really. I'm going to be honest with you. If the BOW gas does weaken the lickers, I would recommend turning it on. The whole poisoning of the plant zombies is really nothing much to worry about. Speaking of which, that's why the flame rounds are really good for these plant zombies. They just take them out in one shot. It's pretty useful. Anyway, here we have some more pistol rounds. I actually want to pick them up just to see how many we get. 20. Alright, and then how many did we get from this one? 20 again. No, 27 this time. Alright, fair enough. Did you go down the ladder? Might as well. You might also have noticed to the left of the ladder there's like some sort of green like plant thing with what looks like eyes that are closed on it with roots sticking out of it. Yeah, that's just there. I don't know why. It is. Guess it got infected with viruses or something. Oh well. Anyways, I'm going to combine our normal grenade rounds now, because you might be able to hear a licker. Where is it? Oh, there's one. Hiding. Whoa! Oh my god! Well, he's dead. Phew! Yeah, you got to be careful there. It's quite difficult dealing with this room, I'm not going to lie. Because the camera angles here are not friendly. So be careful. Excellent. Yeah, there's about 3 lickers in here. You want to be very careful because they tend to spawn in slightly different locations in this room. So just take it very carefully. If you've got your grenade launcher with some grenade rounds in it, please don't be afraid to take it with you. So there you go. Anyway, we've got some more stuff here. We've got some pistol rounds here, which is not useful. How many did we have there? 25, I think. Was 25 there? 47 plus 25, 72. I think my math's correct on that one. And another green herb as well. We'll take that as well. Why not? I think in... Oh, there's more pistol rounds. Blimey. That's 24. Yeah, usually there's 3 green herbs here on original mode, so you want to make use of those if you can. By picking them up, that is. Right, okay then. Oh, actually, we'll just carry on through here. I was going to comment there was a weird flashy white screen back there with the doorway. We'll come back to that later. Right, okay. I don't know where we are now. Just going deeper and deeper into this lab. All good things in a lab full of zombies. Yeah, lots of monitor screens. And also a map of the lab is available here. You can take it if you want. I didn't know it was there, actually, to be honest with you. It's the first time I've ever noticed it. So there you go. You don't really need it again, but it's there if you want it. Now, luckily, there is a typewriter and an item box here. I don't think there's any ink ribbon by the typewriter, so I'm just going to check before we carry on. No, there isn't. So, yeah, if you've got any ink ribbon, you can save it here if you want. Don't really need to. We will make use of the item box, though, because I'm going to put some of these green herbs away. I'm going to put the pistol rounds away because we really don't need them. God. How many have we got? Oh, we can only do it in 250 stashes. Oh, that's interesting. Now I have to start a new bout of pistol rounds. That's interesting because you can only carry 250 in one lot. That's pretty cool. Bit random, but whatever's. Alright, we can put the lighter away. We don't need the lighter anymore for the rest of the game, so we'll do that. We'll keep the flame rounds with us. We'll take some full health with us. And of course our weapon box key. We are very close now to actually using it. So make sure you take it with you. You don't really need to take it with you up to this point, but people tend to forget about it if you decide to put it away earlier in the item box, say with Sherry. Or before we went out and got onto the train with the turntable. That wasn't really a turntable. So, you know, it's up to you, but I'd take it with you because, like I said, you'll forget. Okay, now at this point there's two ways to go. You can go right or you can go left. We're going to go left first because this is the main way. There's also a green herb down here, which is quite handy. We'll pick that up. I'll tell you now, this is the most green herbs I've ever encountered in a randomizer as well, because usually at this point I have a ton of red herbs on me and not many green herbs, so this time it's the other way round, which is interesting. Right, okay then. Now, before we carry on the right here there are some lockers, and one of them has a blue light. Will you use the weapon box key? Yeah, if you have your weapon box key, this is where you need to use it. So if we do, there's some herbs and grenade rounds. So 7 grenade rounds, bit of an odd number, and a green herb. Brilliant. Usually I think on original mode there's 2 lots of grenade rounds, so there's 12 altogether. Quite useful. Definitely recommend picking them up if you're doing this on original mode. Can be very useful towards the end, or even just this area that we're about to do now. However, I've just got to stop the video as always, just to make sure that nothing's going wrong, and then we shall continue on for a bit longer. You might also hear zombies. Don't worry about that. Okay then, so with everything checking out okay, at least I think so anyway, we're going to carry on. So what you want to do is go through this door, and zombie! Zombie, zombie! Please be dead. He's dead. Good times. Yep, there is quite a few zombies in here. We want to be careful! You can dodge most of these, to be honest with you, and again, your pistol will be perfectly adequate to take out these zombies. I'm just going to kill them just for the sake of it. As you can see, they're lab zombies! Full of lab things like lab coats. I don't know how many there are altogether. I think there's about 5 or 6. Yeah, there's 6 altogether in this room. Completely missed him. Joys of manual aiming. There we go, he's down. What we'll do is we'll go this way, I think. Yeah, that's it. Get him from the other side. Excellent. Brilliant! Are you dead? I think he is. Oh well. Anyway, you want to come into this room because there is a key item we need here. It is the lab card key. We need this lab card key. We're going to take it and we're going to get the hell out of here. I think... No, there is something else we need in here, but that's later on. Take my word for it. Okay then, so yeah, you can easily dodge those zombies. You don't actually have to fight them if you don't want to save yourself some ammo. Just be prepared to obviously do some dodging and stuff. Okay, cool beans. Now, that's important, what we've just done. That lab card key is going to be very useful. Oh!
Annette!
Hello.
You killed William. I'll never forgive you for that.
He was going to kill me!
Wait!
He's a monster.
I've just prepared a sample of the G-Virus. And this time, no one will take it from me.
Fine.
This is the most significant piece of research my husband has ever left in my hands.
Okay. Good for him.
Stop it! Sherry's in serious trouble. William implanted her with his embryos. There's no telling when they'll pupate. And if that happens, then Sherry won't.
What?
Oh, that's... doesn't
William.
sound like a liquor. Oh, hello! My, how you've grown.
William.
How do you know that's
you're
William?
alive.
Oh! Yowza. Don't tell me we've got to fight him now. That would be a bad... Oh. Well, at least I'm not fighting him now. Oh, we've spilt the virus.
William is still alive. He's getting stronger with each skin he casts off. Sherry!
Tell me what I need to know. How can I save Sherry?
Yeah, good question.
I have detailed information. Everything you need to know to prepare the antidote is right here.
Well, that's convenient. Why couldn't you have, I don't know, create the antidote for us to give to us now instead of giving us the notes? Like, why did you just create a sample of the G-Virus for yourself? I assume you're going to take it away with you for whatever reasons in order for Umbrellas not to get their hands on it, or, I don't know, avenge your husband's death with it or something. I don't know. Point being is that if you're going to do that, and, you know, I heartily recommend that you don't, but I guess it's your husband's work, and since you're married to him, I guess, you know, I suppose you could do what you want with it. Why didn't you make the antidote as well with it? I mean, I suppose the instructions are better than nothing, but come on, what happens if you have an accident with it? What happens if you accidentally spill it, or you jab it into yourself like William did? And you think, oh, didn't want to do that, oh dear, and then you have to jab yourself with the antidote because you've made it as well. It's just, you know, just common sense thinking. I don't know. Ugh, scientists. Anyway, instructions for synthesis of the G-Virus antigen. At least we've got one, I suppose. G-Vaccine, codename Devil, because that's what you'd call a vaccine to a mutagenic virus. Devil. Because, you know, the devil's good at fixing problems. Any beings infected by the G-Virus will reproduce through the impregnation of an embryo within another living being. Unless rejected by the host, the embryo will undertake a process of gradual cellular invasion. That's hard to say, actually. Infecting the host cells on a molecular level as it rewrites the DNA. That's a bit mean of it. Once the metamorphosis... I can't pronounce these words. I don't know what's going on. Stupid big pizza tea. Once the once the thing is complete, the host will be capable of continuing this cycle of self-replication. The duration of time for the process to run its course will vary from subject to subject. In the early stages of cellular invasion, it is possible to halt progression of the metamorphosis through the administration of the G-Vaccine antigen. The following procedure details its synthesis. The vaccine creation requires the base vaccine. This can be arranged by the activator VAM. What is that? First, set the empty cartridge to the VAM and activate it. I hope there's just a button that says on or something, because if it requires me to program something, I'm bummed because I can't program. After several moments, the process will be complete and the white-coloured base vaccine will be set in the cartridge automatically. Oh, thank Christ for that, there is a button. Then confirm the green light is on, remove the cartridge and proceed to the next step. Why do we need the cartridge if we just... oh, whatever. Once the base vaccine has been prepared, set it in the vaccine synthesis machine located in the P4 level experiment room. The machine is fully automated and only requires the user to push the sequence start switch. Oh, well, at least they made it easy. At this point, the program will run automatically and synthesis will be complete within approximately 10 seconds. That's pretty quick. As the synthesis of Devil is an extremely delicate process, the quality will vary with slight shocks to changes in temperature. Careful handling is required of the proper results. Oh. Well, fortunately, you don't have to worry about that sort of thing. I'm wondering, actually, if that was a game mechanic that they were going to implement and didn't get around to doing it. I don't know. But either way, don't worry about that last bit. You really don't. Doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, I forgot about you, Sherry.
Save my daughter.
Sherry. Annette.
And tell her I'm sorry I wasn't a better mother. Tell her I love her. Sherry.
And then all the blood decided to leave her body at
Annette!
once. Ooh.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated.
What?
Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
What? What? A self-destruct? What? Oh, goody. Damn you, William. I blame you for that one. Also, Annette, you died next to a spilt sample of the G-Virus. You're not suddenly going to reanimate and become a thing like William, are you? Well, just to make sure. There you go, that's taken care of that. Right, well, at least now that we've stopped Annette's mutation, potentially, and eradicated the only G-Virus sample there is in a tube, we need to get the hell out of here and take Sherry with us, because of course everything's gonna blow up, because why not? Before we do, however, we've got one thing to do, and that's to go down this route that I said earlier we could do. You don't have to do this is entirely optional, but you need the lab card key to do it, so we're gonna do it. Fantastic. Right, in here there's a lot of goopy stuff on the floor, kind of similar to something out of Alien. There's also some eggs around here, which isn't that good, and a giant moth. Yeah, because why not? Basically, let's kill this son of a bitch. Die, moth. I missed. Die. Die. He's dead. Yeah, he's pretty easy to kill. Sweet. Right, the reason why you want to come in here is because what we really want is this computer over here that's flashing. However, I can't reach the computer because of these things in the way of it. That's taking care of that. Right, so anyway, will you operate the computer? You need to say yes. Umbrella Rodum System, version 5.0. Culture Experiment Room Staff Registry. Accessing ... Enter your username. And you actually have to enter a username. Now, what do you enter? What do you have to do? Well, there was a note we picked up earlier in that room that had the plant coming out of the vents. Something about user registration and Nemesis, password none. Yeah, you need to pick up that note because the username that's mentioned on here is the username you've got to type into this computer. In this case, or at least in this version of the game on the N64, it's Nemesis. On the PlayStation and probably the PC, I think it's something different. But anyway, for this one, it's Nemesis. Put it in. Register your fingerprint, which Claire will happily do for no particular reason other than to just follow instructions. Please wait. ... Registration complete. Guest registration is valid for 24 hours. Marvellous! What's that got to do with this? Why did we do that? Is it going to help us switch off the self-destruct system? No, but there is a reason for it. You don't have to do it, it's optional, but I recommend that you do, especially in original mode. It's a good idea. Right, we got to get the hell out of here anyway, because things are going down. Right, okay then, so I'll tell you what though, I'm going to be really crafty and I'm going to end the video here. Because I'm so evil. Yep, it's time to end the video here. In the next video we are going to get the hell out of here. We're going to take Sherry with us. Before we do get out of here, I've just remembered we've got to make the vaccine for Sherry. Because of course if we don't, she's going to mutate into a horrible hideous creature that's like her dad. We can't have that. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So in the next video then, that's our plan before we escape. And something else as well, which we'll come on to later. Well, next video even, I should say. So until then, I'm going to save the game. So can I say thank you very much for watching if you have done. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't worry about the self-destruct sequence, it'll hold to the next video. I promise you that. I mean, it says it's going to blow up, but one of those old-fashioned 90s self-destruct systems. They're pretty sluggish and a bit slow and not quite 100% working. They still do work, but they take a while. But anyway, so next time we're going to escape and hopefully take Sherry with us. Is it going to go well? Are there any other enemies to fight? Will we see Dr. Birkin again in his mutated form? I'll see you next time.